good on paper. Between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Leading the Washington sideline, that's head coach Dan Quinn. His guy's one of the last undefeated standing this season, 4-0. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Chargers. His guy's no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart in the booth with you. Excited for this one. It's going to be punter Ryan Stonehouse who gets this thing underway. And off at Inglewood. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. Team went 0-1, picking up the loss. He was 0-1. One pick, no touchdown. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
After a good pickup, their setup was second and short. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert from the gun. Into the hands of Ganson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the pistol to get to Harris. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in England. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And up we go from SoFi. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels. Now Daniels off the play action.
Hey, it wasn't a banger game you had last week, stuck in the stat sheet. It's still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
Finds a man right side. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this thing out of the 42 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Second and 3 now.
and 3 at the Chargers' 35-yard line.
To throw again, it's Daniels. He gets it right back to McLaurin. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops.
Complete.
Offense is 6, first and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Commanders.
They give for the first time to Rashawn White. And they send him out of bounds right as he was coming up to that marker block. It's going to be second down.
10 yards on the
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. This is Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt in it for the first time. And he's going to go on the first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
First and goal, Washington.
Kronsky-Merritt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. To return, Jerome Ford. Kicks away from one. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. But it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
It's a pickup of 6.
Herbert now off the play fake.
Second and 4.
Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
Johnston, incomplete. He was covered by Travis Hunter.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
13 yards
Give
on
him
the
13 on that play.
And the Chargers.
And that's going to give the Chargers a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
At the 34-yard line. A 3-yard
Herbert to throw once more.
Brings up second and 7.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. First and 10, give to Harris. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
This is Harris on second down. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
17-yard line.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. A third down around with Harris. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Harris once more. And they'll stop it after a short gain to the 13. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
The 13-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
To the air this time. Herbert setting up the running back screen. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Complete to Jerome
Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
A loss of 1.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On third down, Herbert. He's got it. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
And the Chargers first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double.
That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers finish up their opening drive. Najee Harris, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was a highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. There's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Dan Quinn setting his Commanders out for another drive. And they sure looks clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? And that's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo, while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen the pace pretty good dividends for them, too.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
The right side hauled in by Collins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third
and short. Daniels. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first. Here's someone from a family of punters. Ryan Stonehouse on to punt on 4th. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on second.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
It's a pickup of a yard, and that is how our first quarter will end. 1 quarter away so far. 7-3 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. Daniels escapes the pocket. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 10, Chargers 7.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Ford on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Staying on the ground with Harris. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
3rd and 1.
Trying the sneak, it's Herbert. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him out to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
They'll empty the backfield, pushing him right.
45-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. Gets it downfield, on target to Ganson. And that snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Trying to get outside here with Harris. Rob's got the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing from the gun.
The Commanders 18.
Zero in the middle. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of the work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
In the 2nd. Brings up 3rd down.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Trying to run in, Harris. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's Harris again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Dicker takes out the extra points. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 14, Commanders 10.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Washington
The Commanders set to take over. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum into building.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On the tackle.
Gave away a couple on the first down line. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
It's 3rd.
To the air on 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
Now Daniels to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Stopped by Deion Henley.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
They're running the option, short side. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
By Derwin James. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Air it out on 3rd. That's him on the quick hitter. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Nico Collins.
We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Washington first down.
From the gun, a run for White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. With a better result than that last run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
These defensive backs today, Kate, I am telling you, they're some of the world's greatest athletes. Not only do they have to cover elite speed, not only do they have to have ball awareness that will get it, they're asked now in today's game to get home and blitz and bring quarterbacks down. That is an outstanding play from the secondary. What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Ford on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Coverage by Mikey Sanristil.
Back to the air, Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he'll work this one up to the 28. And it was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
McConkey. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strip. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Trey Amos on the coverage.
It's Herbert once more. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And this is lofted deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Starting on the ground here, Krosky Merritt escapes the defender. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line. Knocked down a step or two shy of it.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Commanders
Daniels on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. First and 10 now from the 46. Krosky Merritt straight ahead. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
Brings up second and
On the gun, it's Daniels.
At the 45-yard line.
It's Cox. This is DeCorey Krosky Merritt. This is not going to help their cause ahead of third down. He's out of bounds, lost a yard too.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Here he goes, third and long. On the screen, this is White. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Herbert on first down. Running on the right side. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Tackle made by Von Miller.
It's a pickup of 3.
Herbert from the gun.
Second and 7.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Incomplete.
They'll throw. Third and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains in this half. Offense to line. This is second and 4. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
And incomplete. Coverage by Mikey Samrisky.
Herbert had a throw on third. That's complete to Johnston. All right. And he's tackled for the first down yardage. So just a 1 point. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Darius Davis to return it. Shoots away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He gets this one against him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Back over the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30-yard
running behind center of Harris. Plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up
from the gun on third. It's Herbert. He's nabbed by Allen. And he'll be only the 38-yard line before going down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down. New set of downs for them. Starts at the 38. Now an inside handoff to Harris. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
It's second
down here, another get to Harris. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And he takes it up across midfield to Commanders territory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Send him over right.
49-yard line.
Herbert back to throw. That throw finds Johnston. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Toss it to Harris. He's still going at the 30. Here he goes again. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Najee Harris, the touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead to 8.
Chargers 21. Commanders 13.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. On the counter, Krosky Merritt. Oh, man, nothing wrong again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
5 yards on the play.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. It's the first down, and he's still going. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Commanders.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Finds him over the middle. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. After a quick pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 46
the gun, Daniels. That's one quick hitter. And he's able 5 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Jackson on the tackle. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 12 yards on that play and a good call. Nets him the first.
And the Washington first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throw again on 2nd down. Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
To Travis Hunter. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw again, it's Daniels. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Benjamin St.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him.
For the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And that gets them back within 5.
Makes the score.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. Good ball, he's weighing in for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5.
This is Harris on 2nd down. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Even 10-yard gain on the play. That's going to be good for an LA first down.
Chargers first down. First and 10.
We've set it down from the 37. First and 10. Here's Herbert. That one's cut along the left sideline. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
That's another Chargers first down.
First and 10, give to Harris. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. That's a throw at this level with so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 3rd down, Herbert falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And this will stick them back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Daniels. On the screen, this is White. And They don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Giving this to Krosky-Merritt. He's descending upon it quickly and dropped after, looks like a yard gain. Benjamin St. Just getting the stop against the team who drafted him.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Second down give to Krosky-Merritt. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
He's brought down at the 31.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down.
Third down.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pass caught. It's Hunter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Commanders.
Daniels to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
13 yards. First down, Washington.
Finds the end route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down, Washington.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Krosky-Merritt on first down. And he dodged the tackle, and he carries it in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
The Commanders take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this two-point attempt.
Washington will line up with a two-point
All right, they're
conversion.
going to throw for it. Catches it at the 1. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game.
21.
Well, that right there, a very important two-point conversion. Brock, their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math is pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and it forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, it's certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Herbert on first down. It's complete to Johnston. All right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
To Quentin Johnston.
2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Najee takes this one. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
At the 37-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. A 3rd down on Robert Harris. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. That's taken in the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Drive starts with a carry by White. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short. Daniels keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35. They go inside the empty Krusky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Play action now. Daniels.
2nd and 9.
That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And they got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
Yards. And the Washington 1st down.
Krusky Merritt gets it from the gun. Rob Platt, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Tony Jefferson.
This is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Completed to his running back. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
3rd and 2. Now Daniels. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Runs it beyond the marker. And he's going to be out of bounds. It's like a yard or two short of the 25.
A gain of 7.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Commanders 1st down.
Now give it to Krusky Merritt. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. One felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Truck pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Aired out on 3rd. He's making a bid for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Tierra Tart on the stop. A gain of 7. 1st down, Commanders.
Out of the gun, White. It's inside the 10. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Ford on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Herbert from the gun.
At the 28-yard line.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Leo Chenal there on the
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's good to McConkey. He is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Chargers
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They kick the running back in motion.
Commanders, 49-yard
Herbert throwing again. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. It's Ford on 3rd. Escapes the defender. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
19 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Going on 1st is Herbert. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Intended for
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. On the man, right side. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
17 yards. That's another Chargers.
It's Herbert once more. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert to throw once more. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They're headed out now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think it's a 2-score game. It's run, take every second off and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And this one won't be caught. We've got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They're going to pass it here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. He just couldn't quite find the connection.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Back to throw it. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line.
He's taken down.
The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one.
A gain of 27
And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. This one left for Daniels. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So score this as a win for the Commanders. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.